the wall, and he wrecks, and it's not going to matter because Tribble's going to cross the line, and he's going to be your winner.
Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the North American Fantasy ARCA Series. Well, I tell you, we've got a doubleheader weekend for you this weekend. First up, race number 18 here at Texas Motor Speedway. In fact, both of them are going to be here at Texas Motor Speedway, but this will be the first event of the evening, and we want to welcome you to the first event. That is the O'Reilly 75. Brought to you by the North American Fantasy ARCA Series. And boy, I tell you, this is going to be interesting. I think this is the only doubleheader they have this season, or at least the last one, I was told. They might have had another one, but this will be the last doubleheader of the season. And boy, they've got interesting racing here tonight, and beautiful weather, though. 78-degree air temperature, winds 2 miles an hour, track temperature 100 degrees. As always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click that notification bell if you want to know every time we go live. Now, for both of the races here, they'll have four complete sets of tires, 2 green, white checker attempts. They don't do any more fixed setups in this league. It's all playing for keeps here every single race, and this first race of the evening is 75 laps at this 1.46 mile facility. And looking at the timing tower there, it looks like we've got about 6 minutes left to go. And while we're looking at that, let's take a quick look at the standings up to this point after Daytona. And we can see we've got Abner Acosta there as your leader. But look who's back. Aaron Smith is back today, I believe. I saw him in practice, and see if he can claw back that 12-point deficit he has to Acosta there. Dennis Weeks had a good run last week, obviously, and moved up one position into the third spot, and he actually bumped Jose Acosta, teammate to Abner there. Josh Bearden he hasn't changed. He's still in fifth. Now, Kyle Hall and Casey Marshall are actually tied 589 points apiece in that sixth position. Casey Marshall moving up into that tie with Kyle Hall, and the only reason he's above her, if you look back on count back, he has more top fives and top tens than she does, so that's why he's technically sixth and she's technically seventh, but they are knotted up points-wise in the sixth position. Then we have Gabriel Cantu is eighth, ninth, Lawrence Noel. Hey, how about Lawrence? I tell you, man, this is one of those guys that look at his stats. He's only been in the top 10 one time, and he's got a fair share of bonus points that he's accumulated. Look at the number of laps that he's completed, 2178. Only 4 other drivers in the top 10 have completed that many laps. So Lawrence knows how to get to that finish line, and his consistency has paid off. Lawrence, I believe he's actually locked into the playoffs. So good going there, Lawrence, and we're going to see how far he can go in this season. And then we have John Simpson. He is in the 10th position. Josh Warner, who's trying to get into the playoffs, moved up into the 11th spot. He bumped Troy Daniels down to 12th. Marty Roberts jumped up 3 spots to 13th. And a few guys here lost a position each. Who is that? Patrick Hernandez, Nick Holland, and Nathan Nixon. Anthony Thitchner is 17th. Spencer Dewsbury 18th. Tyler Sheldon 19th. And Jake Bustos rounds out your top 20. Now, let's also take a look at how the teams are faring. Now, each team can have several drivers, but only the top 2 performing drivers in that team will have their points count towards the team points. And 2 of the Pandoretta Racing team members are obviously doing very well. 1610 is the total team points they've accumulated for the team. And, boy, almost a good 400 points ahead of Snow Phoenix Motorsports. And BBW Racing also in the 1200s. And from there, it starts to tail off. You know, Coke Racing, Haters Make Us Famous, Lone Star, Too Tall Motorsports, Beer Money Racing, 8th, S2 Motorsports, Motors, 9th, Delta Dewsbury rounds out that top 10, CBT Racing 11th, Rufflin Feathers 12th, Money Shift in 13th, and One Man Hedrick, maybe that's a one-man team, 142 points in the 14th position. And let's see, we've got about 3 minutes left. Let's run down on track here and see who we've got out there. There's Nathan Nixon. And right now he is currently the 5th fastest with a 30.252. Oh, it looks like he's just pulling over now and getting close to wrapping up his practice session here. Let's see who else is out. There's Elijah Ennis there in the 00 machine. He's currently 10th fastest with a 30.398. There's Gabriel Cantu. He's 4th quickest right now, 30.081. One of those Pandoretta Racing Team members. And there's the points leader right now, Abner Acosta, 30.029. He's 2nd fastest. And like I said, folks, hey, number 70 is back. Aaron Smith right now, almost a 30-second flat lap time at personal best, 30.006. That's pretty good. And him and Abner are really getting around there quick. And both the Acosta brothers there, they're only like 2 500ths of a second, and Gabriel Cantu 8 hundredths of a second behind Smith. And I tell you, boy, that Pandoretta team is just plain strong, period. See, there's John Simpson in the 65 machine. It's currently 16th fastest at 30.584. See who else is on track. Let's see. There's Tyler Sheldon. He hasn't turned any times that. This might be his first time lap as it comes to the line here. Let's see. And there it is. And he is 19th fastest at 31.220. Not too many more folks on track right now, because we are getting very close to the end. John Simpson, he's 13th with a 30.501. Oh, and he's getting away from it just a little bit. Nice save there by the 65. Able to hold on to it as he went down the backstretch. Texas is a fast-paced track here, and boy, I tell you, that first race of 75 laps, that will go by very quickly. Shoot, even I would think even the 100 is going to go by quickly, or at least it will feel like it will. And we're getting closer and closer to the end of practice here. Right about 30 seconds to go. And we will be rolling over to the qualifying session, which should be private quality, I would think. And we'll lock in on a few cars here and there and see how they're doing. And just about everybody else, I believe, is in the pits. There's 2 or 3 out there. Abner, he's still out there, turning a few final laps here, making sure he's comfortable with that 44 car. And the clock, the hand is on the 0, and there we go, folks. And We will now roll over to qualifying here. Server, there goes the server. We're showing 19 cars are in the server. And now we'll wait and see who's going to show up here, who's going to come out. We see several folks on pit road. There's Lawrence Noel getting ready to head out. Making his way around now to start his first timed lap. And the clock is running on for the 29 car. Oh, and he gets into the wall, and that's not going to help his cause there. That will negate this particular lap. If you make any contact with the wall or go off the course in any way, that lap will count for nothing. So, and you know what? He has some damage. And at first it looked like maybe he was going to come and pit, and yeah, it's just kind of going wrong for Noel there this time. And so not sure if he's even going to attempt to go out and do another one. See, there's Casey Marshall, currently 5th fastest at 30.608. We'll see if she can improve on that 5th place starting time, make it 6th place starting time. A lot of times are on the board so far, I think 9 times. She comes to the line. Does she improve? Yes, she does. She improves her time, but not her position. 30.582. Let's see, there's the 30 machine, Owen Kaufman. He is currently 9th fastest with a 30.738. Getting that Ritz machine on around the corner there. There he comes off of 4, comes to the line. Let's see if he improves that time. Yes, he does. Oh, no, yeah, he got bumped. He improved. Wow, he got bumped, and then his time jumped him back up. He went down to 10th. Then he got himself up to 8th with a 30.467. Good effort there by Owen Kaufman. See, there's the 3 of Nathan Nixon. Looked like he's done. He's 6th fastest with 30.416. Oh, just got bumped to 7th. Doesn't take long. There's let's see, there's Josh Warner on track, showing 13th fastest with a 30.827. It looks like he may be done. Now he just got back bumped down to 14th. Now, everybody may qualify or may not. You know, it's up to them if they want to. They have 5 minutes to do so. So we'll see if anybody else comes out on track. And was that Costa? It looks like he might be done. Don't see him on track. Look like, yeah, there he is. Looks like he's just wrapping up. Right now he's showing 6th fastest. And he'll be pulling in here. So about 5 minutes, just over a minute to go before we go into the race session here. And we're going to take that moment here, and then we'll go ahead and pause for our national anthem. All right, now rolling over now to our race segment here. Cars are starting to grid up on track. And there they are lining up Le Mans style there. And as we get ready to wait for them to roll out, let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineup. On the pole, we have Aaron Smith, your pole setter. Abner Acosta starting in the second position. Gabriel Cantu third. Elijah Ennis fourth. Then we have Adam Allen in the fifth position. Jose Acosta sixth. Seventh, we have Josh Bearden. Eighth is Colin Allen. Nathan Nixon is ninth. And John Simpson rounds out the top 10. Then we have Owen Kaufman at 11th. Kyle Hall in the 12th position. 13th, we have Casey Marshall. 14th is Josh Warner. 15th, Shane Posey. Tyler Sheldon's in the 16th position. Now, the last three, they decided not to post a time. Dennis Weeks, he'll start 17th. Doug Palmer, 18th. And Lawrence Noel, he was actually out there going to try to post a time, but had a crash there in qualifying, so not able to post a time, and he will start in the 19th position. They're all making their way down the backstretch now. Getting ready to come out of turn 4. The pace truck should be getting ready to pull in. There he goes. We'll be waiting for that green flag. Waiting. We've got the green, and we're racing here at Texas Motor Speedway. And here we go, folks. Right off the bat, they're battling right away. There's Smith, Acosta, Cantu. Elijah Ennis in the 4th spot. Everybody gets away cleanly here. They complete lap number 1 without incident. Aaron Smith, boy, and he's got a lot of company. And sometimes we've seen him really start to pull away. He's only has like about a 1/10 of a second on Abner Acosta right there at the moment. And everybody, those top 5, they're right in line there too. And they only have 75 laps to get it done here in this first race. Starting to go almost double wide, a little further back. Jose Acosta now in that 4th spot. Acosta, he's gained 2 positions since the start of the race. He just took a position from Elijah Ennis there. Ennis in that 4th position. I'm sorry, in the 5th spot. And look, you can see how the top 5 are starting to separate themselves. There's actually almost the beginning of, you got those 5, and then you have another 5. So the 2 first groups of 5 are starting to break away from the rest of the field. Smith is leading this one. Josh Bearden is leading that second group. He's followed by Adam Allen, Nathan Nixon, Colin Allen, and Owen Kaufman. Bearden seeing a little battling going on up there ahead of him. actually starting to get a little closer there, and you can even see from his viewpoint there, Smith is starting to inch away just a little bit, about a half a second on the second place Abner Acosta, and there's Smith. You can see him starting to put a little bit of distance between him and the 44. In fact, Acosta, he's also putting a little bit of distance between his teammate, Jose, who's now up to the 3rd position. He's moved up 3 positions since the start of the race. So Pandoretta Racing getting off to a very good start. Elijah Ennis, he was able to wrestle that 4th place back from Gabriel Cantu. And Cantu now is getting under pressure from Josh Bearden in that 6 machine as we start lap 8 here. Bearden getting very close now to the 27. And Adam Allen's right behind Beard, and then we have Nathan Nixon. He's being chased by Colin Allen. And they're having a good battle there. Then we have Owen Kaufman in the 30 machine, rounding out the top 10. He's got a pretty good gap between him and John Simpson. Simpson, he's got like a pack of 3 there right behind him. Right now he's pretty comfortable in that 11th spot. Then we have Kyle Hall running back in the 12th position. He's got Shane Posey and Casey Marshall all over him, though. Posey there, let's see, trying to take a look down on the inside. I think he's got it as they come to the line. Casey Marshall's right there as well, waiting to see if she can get her nose up under there. And looks like she will get under the 87 there and move herself up into the 13th position. Just a squeeze up in front of Kyle Hall. A little further back in the field, there's Dennis Weeks. And he's currently running in that 15th spot. Josh Warner, who's trying to race his way into the playoffs there, got a bit of work to do. He's running back there in that 16th position. And he just got passed by Doug Palmer there in the 26 machine. And behind them is Lawrence Noel, and currently running 18th. And had a little spin there in qualifying, so he ended up starting at the back of the field. Touched the grass there just a little bit. Tyler Sheldon is, I don't know if he's off the pace or not. He's moving, looked like he's moving a little slow there. He's 19th. He is a bit behind the rest of the pack. Meanwhile, up the front, Aaron Smith, that gap is now gone down from half a second to just about 4/10 of a second. Abner Acosta doing his best to hang in there with that 70. I think the question is going to be how do they handle these cars once the tire wear starts to set in. We've seen that how Smith can really be very, very strong, very difficult to challenge at the beginning of a tire run. And Abner, he's had some long runs in the last couple of races as far as even on fuel run, really pushing that car to the very end of that fuel window. That's a tricky thing to do, you know, if you want to get great fuel mileage, but yet still keep pace with whoever it is you're chasing or you're being chased by. So far, he's the gap is it went up to almost 6/10 of a second. Now it's fluctuating back and forth between 4/10 and just over half a second. So. And who knows? Oh, he grabbed a little bit of apron there. Got to be careful. that point, these D ovals, they will be vicious if you catch that apron in the wrong way. That is for sure. Teammate is still right there behind him, Jose Acosta, and they really look. Boy, look at that! They really checked up from the rest of the field, riding along with Jose. If you look behind him, you can barely see the rest of the field behind them. Very good gap there. There's Jose crossing the line, and there's Josh Bearden and company, about 2.3 seconds behind Jose Acosta. Josh running in the top 5, running 4th at the moment, and has about a couple of tenths of a second on Adam Allen. So yeah, he's in a good position. This is probably a good place to be if he can stay within that top 5 throughout the race, and should be looking pretty good for a good finish and anything. Who knows? Maybe even a win. You never know how these things will play out. But who was that? I think we just saw somebody just went by coming out of the pits, I believe. I think it was Tyler Sheldon. It's showing that he pitted on lap 13. And for those of you watching on your phones, if you look down in the description, there's a link down there for timing and scoring, and you can click on that, and you can see a lot of detailed information, a lot of stuff that I see on different screens, and you can follow along with the race that way as well. Oh, we got a caution here. Oh no, it's Casey Marshall turned around there. Doesn't look like he's showing a whole lot of damage. Let's go back and look and see here. Let's see what happened to Casey here. Oh, and it looked like she might have just lost it on her own there. It was close, but we'll run it back and take a look at it. But I do think she just got sideways. She was going into that turn, and yeah, and the car is starting to go away. And it's already starting to break away on her there. And she's, I think that was Tyler Sheldon there. She was trying to pass on the high side, got loose, and just about collected the 83. And boy, he managed to avoid that. So that's good for him. I mean, it doesn't look like she really hit anything, so that's good. And that was Shane Posey that she almost collected. And he was able to continue on, and she went sliding a little bit. But, you know, she doesn't look none the worse for wear. It did bring out the caution, though. And that'll be the first caution of the evening here on lap 20. I don't believe she has any damage at all. So, and of course, that's good because they don't have any fast repairs. So definitely a good thing there. She might go ahead and come in and get some fresh tires. In fact, the entire field is in. You know, it's interesting. Tyler Sheldon, he pitted on lap 13. So, and he was, I believe he was, actually he was 3 laps down. Boy, if he had only been 1 lap down, he would have been lucky dog and had himself right up there at the front with nice fresh tires. But as it is, probably, well, let's see, unless he, as long as iRacing didn't involve him with that spin of Marshall, he should get at least one of his laps back here. And we'll see what happens here. It looks like he's coming around now, passing the field. He was showing 3 laps down. He's still showing 3 laps down. I guess he's still, no, he's coming out. He may have already got one back. He might have been more than 3 laps down. When we just looked down at it, it was showing 3 laps, but we'll see where he ends up there. Everybody came in and came out, and Aaron Smith is your leader. And now we have Jose Acosta. I guess he won the battle off of pit road. He's in second with Abner Acosta there in the 3rd position. Josh Bearden there in 4th. And you know, let's see. Let's take a look up here and see. Are the lights are still on the pace truck. You know, they might be getting ready to go out, so we're getting ready to go green again. And no, we're going to have at least a couple of more laps here, so let's take a moment, and we'll try to hop on board with Josh here and see how things are going out there. Let's see here. Where is Josh? There he is. Hey, Josh, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, Tony?
Hey, man. Hey, so your race got off to a pretty good start so far, inside the top 5 there. And how's the car feeling to you out there?
We're having a good race so far. Start of the race, car's pretty tight going into 1 and 2, but as the run goes on, it frees up a little bit coming up out of 2. So you kind of have to tiptoe a little bit going up over that hump, coming down the backstretch. But other than that, so far we've been having a pretty good car so far from the short amount of time we've been green flag. Car feels pretty good over a long run. Like I said, it does free up after about 10 or 12 laps, but I think we have a good shot at top 5 for both races today.
10-4, man. Well, good luck. Do you think it'll be more of a tire battle or a fuel battle?
I think especially for this first race, since it's only 75 laps, if we get a long green flag run, I do think it is going to come down to fuel strategy a little bit. But we do have 4 sets of tires for both races, so I don't think tire strategy is really going to play into it. But definitely fuel strategy might possibly come into play.
10-4. Well, it looks like you're getting ready to go green again. I'll put you back down there to the general channel, and good luck. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thank you. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to my future load planner, Heather. She is watching this race. We may or may not be prospecting for a partnership with that company for sponsor next season too. So just wanted to give a quick shout out to Heather, tell her hey, and thank you for watching today. Hopefully put on a good race.
10-4. That's always good news to hear, and hope they enjoy the show. And good luck. We'll talk to you later.
Yep, thank you. Have a good one.
Okay, folks, getting ready to go green here once again. Josh Bearden currently in that 4th position. Aaron Smith will be leading them back to the green flag. It'll be lap 24 on the restart. They're making their way now through turns 3 and 4. And the pace truck pulls in, waiting for that green flag. And we got a green, and Aaron Smith, he takes off. And, boy, even Abner Acosta got a good jump on Jose. And I'm wondering if they planned that, because he was pedaling a little harder there at the first part of the race. But, boy, Smith, he did get a good jump. Look at the gap already on the 44. And just like that, he's 0.4 of a second ahead now, about 0.3. He definitely has that good reaction time, that's for sure. It seems as if they're starting on the doing the restarts on the green flags. I'm not sure if they do that here all the time, or is it actually on the sometimes leagues they'll have the restart on the leader. And it seemed like they came right down to when they called it green, so they may actually be doing their restarts on the green flag there. We'll check on that later. Abner Acosta, boy, he is right on the tail of Smith this time. No getting away from the 70 car. Here they go down to the line. It's still Smith, your leader. Acosta's right there, though, and actually Acosta right to the lead. He will blow right by Aaron Smith that time. Jose Acosta's right there. Boy, Smith getting double teamed by Pandoretta Racing Team. Boy, battling with one is hard enough. Then you have another one right behind you. That's going to get kind of rough. And Josh Bearden right there in that 4th spot. He's able to see everything happening in front of him there. And he knows those guys are good, hard racers and stuff. He can pedal as hard as he wants and see what he can accomplish there. And they're continuing on here. A little further back, there's Gabriel Cantu. He's in the 5th spot. That's another one of the Pandoretta Racing team members. And Nathan Nixon's trying to run him down. Like Josh was saying, now this 75 lap race, this will go by quickly. And so the tires probably won't be as much of an issue. You can probably lean on those tires a bit longer. And here goes the rest of the field, and everybody's getting a little more racy. There's Owen Kaufman in that 10th spot, and just ahead of him, Colin Allen battling there with Elijah Ennis in the 82 car. Collins in the 82, actually. Elijah Ennis is in the 00 machine, trying to hold on to that 8th spot. I think Allen's going to get him as they go down into turns 1 and 2. Did he? Not quite. Ennis holding on the high side. Let's look a little further back. There's Dennis Weeks. Oh, no, another caution. Caution here. And we don't have a report of anything. Okay. Oh, no. Cantu. Gabriel Cantu. Boy, you don't see him have a lot of cautions. Boy, look at the damage on the 27. Heavy damage on that left front fender. Suspension might be damaged as well. Boy, I tell you, not having any fast repairs, that could be a little costly there for Cantu, and he's able to continue. And he's obviously going to have to come down pit road. And we're getting close to the halfway point already. Going back up to when the caution comes out, the field is frozen. So whatever position you were in, if you're able to continue, you go back up to that position. And so now we'll see what happens here. Is anybody going to come in? I'm wondering if I would think Cantu would come in. He looks like he's got damage to the point where he has to. I see a handful of cars coming in. Leaders are staying out. Let's see, Cantu is making his way in. He's followed. He's got Adam Allen coming in. Colin Allen's also in there. There's Casey Marshall making her way in. And several of the drivers that were running towards the back of the top 10, and then like the rest of the field, everybody's just coming in. There's Josh Warner. He's down getting tires for that 88 machine. Abner Acosta, he stayed out. Him Smith, Jose Acosta, Josh Beard, and Elijah Ennis. Owen Kaufman, and see Doug Palmer, Lawrence Noel. How about Lawrence? Hey, this is, I was saying it earlier, folks. I was thinking it to myself. Don't be surprised to see Lawrence sneak himself up there somewhere near the top 10 as this race goes along. That dude, knock on wood, he just knows how to avoid trouble. So, I mean, sometimes he gets caught up like everybody else, but I tell you, that is why he's got himself into the top 10 this season, and just performing well. He pitted on lap 20 just like the leaders, so his tires are equal shape there. And now these folks are pitting on lap 32. That's another 12 laps. So, in the overall scheme of things, that's not too many laps, really. So now we're waiting for the field to get now here he comes down on. He's decided he's going to go ahead and pit. Now he had that's interesting. I guess maybe he decided he'd rather get those fresh tires, so he's going to give up a lot of position here as he comes in to get those 4 fresh Goodyears. Let's see if he gets 4 tires or just 2. And yeah, it looks like he's going to get 2. So yeah, he was up inside, so that's going to put him right back to about 15th right now as he exits pit road. But if it were a situation where we're closer to the end of the race, who knows? He might roll the dice on that. Caution here on lap 33. And so we'll take a very quick break, and we'll be right back for the restart here and get the ball rolling again. Hey, you're watching North American Fantasy ARCA Series doubleheader weekend. This is race number 18 here on Rice Motorsports TV.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400 lap race on this 625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Bonnett. Dale Earnhardt is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Okay, we're back here at the North American Fantasy ARCA Series doubleheader weekend, race number 18 at Texas Motor Speedway. And they're coming around through turns 3 and 4. In fact, the pace truck should be dropping out onto pit road. There he goes. And they're ready to get that green flag for the restart. And we are racing once again here at Texas. And, you know, in a couple of the other restarts, we saw Aaron Smith get the good jump on the restart when Acosta, now it's his turn. He's jumped out there pretty good. Jose Acosta's teammate, he's back there. He's almost running defense there for the 70, but I think the 70 is going to try to overhaul him there through turns turns 3 and 4. But that won't happen this time. Jose will hold on to that second position as his teammate Abner leads lap 35, starts lap 36. Josh Bearden, he's back there still in 4th position. Good position there for the 6 car. Has Elijah Ennis right there. Adam Allen, they're also running there. 5th and 6th. Colin Allen now in the 7th position. There's Owen Kaufman in the 8th spot. Dennis Weeks now up into the top 10. Good to see Dennis up there in the top 10. Now lap 37 of 75. Definitely right about the halfway point here now. Let's look a little further back. There's Casey Marshall. She had that spin just outside the top 10, now running 12th. Battling with Josh Warner and Shane Posey there for position. Warner in that 98 car, he's trying to race his way into the playoffs, so I'm not sure where he has to finish, but he would definitely like to get up there as far as he can to improve his chances. He's got Shane Posey starting to put a little distance between him and Posey in that 83 car. Meanwhile, up the front, Abner Acosta, he continues to lead. Aaron Smith, boy, he has got Jose Acosta all over him there. Man, he is breathing down his neck big time, putting a lot of pressure on that 70. And, you know, that actually kind of, in a manner of speaking, it slows you down a little bit when you have two guys battling and the lead guy sees those guys battling. That's actually going to help him get away because he's not just trying to catch the leader. He's trying to defend his position. The 70's trying to defend his position from that number 24 machine. And so that's two teammates working together right there. There's Josh Bearden still in the 4th spot. He is getting a little heat, though, from Adam Allen. Allen now getting closer to that 6th car. And just like that, folks, we're on lap 41. It's about to start lap 42. Man, I tell you, 75 laps is not a whole lot of time. It's basically only about, if you were to go flag to flag, I'd say maybe 40 minutes or something like that. Oh boy, 80, oh no, he tried to get out of it. That's going to bring a caution. Oh man, big wreck. Oh, you could see him lifting, trying to get out of the 6, and he could not get slowed down in time. Oh my goodness, Josh Bearden is just crushed. I know he's got to be upset. Oh my goodness, that was just terrible for the 6. Obviously, he's towing back here, and let's go back and look at the replay here, and there they go. You could, oh my bad, I clicked on the wrong button. Let's go back and look at that again, and you can see, let's run it back just a little bit, and from what my ears are telling me, it sounded like Allen was trying to slow down. Let's ride on board Allen here. Let's go, where is he at? There he is. He's right behind the 6. Now here he's getting out of the throttle. He gooses it a little bit, but he saw the 6 was starting to, he got loose, and then he got loose some more, and then I think too late, he noticed it and said, oh, I got to get out of the gas more, but he had already gotten into the 6, and then that was it right there. And then that started a terrible chain reaction there. Cars going everywhere, collecting several other cars. Oh, my goodness. And it's like at least 3 cars there being involved. A 30, Elijah Ennis, he got caught up in that. I'm sorry, not Elijah Ennis. The 30 of Owen Kaufman got caught up in that. Can't see who that white car is down there, but man, just a bad deal. It's kind of a racing incident, but it's still a tough deal there. Let's take it back live here. And so Bearden, yeah, it's probably a good chance this particular race is done. Probably the amount of time that he has to have work done on that 6 car to get it fixed. It might be a miracle if he gets it out of there at all. And in the midst of all of that, Kyle Hall finds himself at the front there. Casey Marshall in the 2nd position. And they're followed by the 65, John Simpson. Lawrence Noel, hey, surprise, surprise, there he is. How about that, folks? He was up there inside the top 10 before that last restart, decided to come down and get some fresh tires. So he pitted on lap 32, and his tires are as fresh or a lap fresher than the cars in front of him, although most of the folks behind them tires are obviously brand new, and but still has himself in a good position there in that 4th spot. Then we have Abner Acosta. He's 5th. They all decided to come in. Aaron Smith in the 6th position. Jose Acosta now in 7th. And 8th, we have Colin Allen. Doug Palmer is in the 9th spot. And Shane Posey rounds out the top 10. And then in 11th, there's Josh Warner. He's the one, I believe he's trying to race to get into the playoffs. So he's just outside the top 10. He probably wouldn't mind a top 10 finish. Yeah, maximize his points for sure. The lights are still on the pace truck, so we'll have at least one more lap after this one. And let's see if we can let's see if we see Kyle in the chat here somewhere. We can grab him. Let's see. There he is. And we'll move him up here with us real quick. Hey, Kyle, Tony in the booth. You got a copy? Mic check, mic check. Or he may not have his mic on. Or Okay, Kyle, I can't hear you right now, buddy. I'll put you back down to the general channel there, and we'll check back with you later. Good luck. He might be having a little issue there with his communications. I believe the lights are going out on the pace car, so we'll have one more lap to green anyway. Actually, I believe he was in the driver's lounge, so I'll put him back there. Lights are indeed out on the pace truck. So it'll be lap 47 on the restart. And this first race of the evening is only 75 laps. So this one is starting to draw very close to an end here. Just past the halfway point now. And they're making their way down to turns 3 and 4. Looks like Elijah Ennis, Owen Kaufman, and Bearden, all three of them are still on pit road. Too much damage to continue. So they may not make it to the end of the race. A bad deal there for them. Pace truck is in, getting ready for the restart here. And we got the green flag, and we're racing once again here at Texas. There's Kyle Hall and Casey Marshall. You know Casey, you know she's going to be gunning for Kyle Hall in a big way here. She's not playing around. Make their way down the backstretch. And she's already getting a lot of pressure from Abner Acosta. Acosta trying to find a way past the 36. He's going to look on the high side here, folks. Kyle Hall kind of blocked that avenue just for a moment. And there's Aaron Smith right behind Marshall in the 70 car. Boys drag race down the back stretch. Kyle Hall, Abner Acosta in that second position. There's Aaron Smith trying to get past the 36. He does get a drive under her there. Kyle Hall pushes up to the wall. Oh, my goodness. And he gets into the 36, and he collects the 36. Can he keep it down on the grass? He comes up. I think they're going to stay green, and they both continue to race. But, man, they almost had another caution there. Boy, that was close. Abner Acosta, and that allowed him to get a look at the gap between him and Aaron Smith. Now about 0.6 of a second, about 0.7 of a second, looking pretty good there. John Simpson, he's back there now in the third spot. Now, what happened to Jose Acosta? Jose's all the way back to the 10th position, and he's actually battling with Josh Warner. Warner is trying to race his way into the playoffs, and right now he's got himself in the top 10, and you know he's hungry to stay there. But Jose Acosta, he's got a fast car, and just like that, he moves past the 98. Now on lap 50, 20 of 75, and now he's trying to work his way on his next target, which would be Kyle Hall. There's Kyle Hall and Casey Marshall continuing to race along, even though they had their spin into the grass. How about that, folks? And they got back on track and just kept on pedaling. Costa now trying to get by on that high side, going down the backstretch. He's going to take a high line there. He moves past the 87, now trying to draw a beat on the 36 of Casey Marshall. And he's about to drive under the 36. If he can get there, there he goes. And I was about to say, ahead of them, Nathan Nixon and Doug Palmer are having a nice battle of their own. Nixon in that 5th position. Palmer definitely wants it. But, you know, right behind Palmer, there's a Jose Acosta, not far behind, only 0.3 of a second. . 23 laps remaining now. Abner Acosta 0.8 of a second over Aaron Smith. So he's that's about 3/4 of a second, but he's got a good gap at the moment. Oh boy, here we go. Jose looking down on the inside. He's going to drive under the 26, take that 6th position there. Give that to Jose Acosta. Methodically making his way through the field. Next target is Nathan Nixon. He dives down to the inside, almost into the grass. Times his passes very efficiently there. And that's a good example of why that team is doing so well this season. I mean, they really know how to work the traffic and get to the front in a hurry. Now he's drawing a bead on the 65 of John Simpson, who's battling with Shane Posey. They're battling off at the 3rd spot. Posey in the 3rd spot, Simpson in 4th. Only 21 laps remaining now, and everybody's, everybody, we had this relatively late caution, so everybody has relatively fresh tires. And so I don't think that tire wear is going to be much of a concern here. There's just few enough laps left that whatever you got, you can just, lay it all on the table here. Jose, he makes his way past the 65. Now he's in the 4th position. There's Shane Posey. Boy, you can't even see 1st and 2nd place from Shane Posey's roof cam here. They are just gone. Wow, let's see where they are. There they are, and there's Aaron Smith right there, and it's still over a half-second lead that he has to make up, a half-second deficit. He's blinking a little bit. We may not be able to stay locked on him. We'll lock onto Abner Acosta there, and you can see Aaron Smith. He's blinking. He's got a little bit of a connection issue, and he doesn't want to lose his connection now. 19 laps to go. Can he run down Abner Acosta? Let's take a look. Let's take a quick look at their lap time history here and compare what they're doing here. Now, Acosta, Smith has been faster laps 53 and 54. Acosta was faster on 55. They're trading back and forth right now. And then Smith was faster on lap 56. Acosta was faster on 57. And now 58, he's just crossing the line. And let's see, give that one to Jose Acosta. I'm sorry, Abner Acosta. Smith was 0.07 of a second. That's not a lot of time. That's almost in a dead heat, usually less than 1/10 of a second. They're just about the same pace, but man, they're really going at it there, and here we are about to make it 16 laps remaining as they cross the line, and let's see, and give that one also to Acosta. Now the lap 58, it was 0.07, now 0.05. Aaron Smith, he's turning a slower lap time, but I tell you, he definitely is catching up. And you can see where Acosta was faster the last 3 laps, but not by much. And as he crosses the line this time, does he get the faster lap? Let's see. And no, he does not. He's pedaling as hard as he can to try to catch that 44 machine, and he is quickly running out of laps here. So let's take a look back through the field a little bit. Let's see, John Simpson, he's back in the 5th spot. He's pretty comfortable in that 5th spot right there. Nathan Nixon, he's not doing too bad in 6th. Doug Palmer and Casey Marshall, they got a bit of a battle going on there for that 7th position. Marshall trying to hold on to the 26th machine there. And she was battling with Kyle Hall. He's a little further back, though. And but he does have a nice battle going on here with Dennis Weeks. Weeks rounds out the top 10, trying to catch that 87. And now 13 laps remaining. And everybody is spread out pretty evenly here. Everybody can pretty much, if you're close enough to somebody that you can race them, then yeah, you've got plenty of track and plenty of space to do so. So all of the battles, these folks they're not having to deal with other traffic around them. They can battle each other one-on-one, and that's always fun to see. And Elijah Ennis, he's back on pit road again. He's trying to, something about that car is not right. You can see Josh Bearden still on pit road, and Owen Kaufman did manage to get back out, get his car fixed. So his car must have had the least amount of damage. It's showing Tyler Sheldon actually retired his vehicle. But Ennis and Bearden are the ones that are suffering the most here. Okay, now we come to the line. Uh-oh, caution. We got us a caution. And, oh, no. That I think that's the 97, Dennis Weeks. Yeah, not showing any damage, no real damage. Like he might have just spun. So let's see here. Let's take a look at the replay here, see if we can see what happened. Going around Kyle Hall, and oh, he had a little help there. Kyle kind of pushed up there and got him into the wall. He just did nudge the outside wall. No real damage to the 97, so that's good to see. He's able to continue. Now he's in that 14th spot. Man, that's a tough break. He had just, I believe he had just picked up 10th. And but now, boy, only 11 laps to go, and it'll be a lot less than that. All your leaders are coming down pit road. Here comes Acosta, Abner Acosta, Aaron Smith. Then teammate Jose Acosta for Abner, followed by Shane Posey. Nathan Nixon down on pit road. Doug Palmer, pretty much the whole field. There's Casey Marshall making her way into her pit box. And Kyle Hall, who just had that little door slamming event there. Oh, he overshot the pit stall there just a little bit. Let me see. Everybody's in. There's Dennis Weeks just now getting to his pit stall. There's the 29 of Lawrence Noel. He's currently 14th. And now this is a kind of a fun scenario. It's going to be less than 10 laps to go, and the entire field is going to should have fresh tires. Those who are still running should have fresh tires, and everybody's making their way out now, and this is just going to be an all-out sprint to the finish now. There is absolutely no time. You don't have to worry about saving anything. So this is going to be a good one here, folks. Abner Acosta, Aaron Smith there, and Shane Posey there in that third position. And Jose Acosta, he had worked his way up to the fourth spot. There he is in the 24 car. Nathan Nixon in that fifth spot. And we have John Simpson. Nathan Nixon fifth. Yeah, John Simpson in the sixth position. Casey Marshall showing 17th. I'm seventh, and eighth is Josh Warner. He got himself inside the top 10. He'll be trying to move as far forward as possible, get his maximum points for today as he can. Doug Palmer in that ninth position, and Lawrence Noel rounds out the top 10. Way to go, Lawrence. And the lights are still on the pace truck, so they'll have at least one more shot here. There's Jose Acosta. He's back there in fourth. Let's see if we can grab him on the horn here real quick before they go racing again. See if we can find him real quick here. There they are. And we'll move him up to the booth with us. Hey, Jose, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, how you doing, man? Boy, I tell you, this is going to be a real shootout now, huh?
Oh my God, yes it is. I don't think I have anything for either my brother or the 70 car, but I'm gonna try my best.
I tell you, man. We were watching you make your way through the field, and that's just a good example of how well your team has been doing anyway. Just making just good performances every week and stuff, man. But I tell you. You ready to? You think this is going to teach you a lot to get ready for the second race tonight?
Oh yeah, definitely. Hopefully, stay in the front, or at least lead a lap and get 5 bonus points.
Right, there you go. Yeah, that's one thing everybody wants to do for sure. Well, good luck, man, and I'm gonna put you back down your channel. I think you got one to go, and we'll talk to you later.
All right.
Okay, that's Jose Acosta, and him and his teammates getting ready to do what they can do here to bring it home for Pandoretta Racing Team. Lights are out on the pace truck. They're getting ready to make their way down the back stretch here. When we get the green flag, it'll be 7 laps to go. And I think they get 2 attempts at a green white checker. Hopefully we won't need that at all. And I'd like to see these men and women here race right to the end. And they're making their way through the middle of 3 and 4. Pace truck should be getting ready to pull in here. And there goes the pace truck. The restart, I think, may be on the leader. Let's watch Acosta here. There he goes.
Green flag, green flag.
He drops the hammer. There's Smith. And he's definitely trying to get away from Aaron Smith there. They're off and running. Everybody got away cleanly. Jose Acosta's right there. He say he doesn't have anything for him. I don't know. Because right now he is right there. If anything, he might be able to put some pressure on the 70 to keep the 70 occupied with him, keep him preoccupied, that is. Oh, and he look at the 70. Aaron Smith does tag the wall. Now 6 laps remaining. And man, they are pedaling hard now, folks. Jose Acosta trying his best to stay ahead of those two. And I'm thinking his brother Jose, if he could get up there and get past the 70, he'd probably get up there and just run defense. But so far, Abner's doing pretty good. The gap is 0.4 of a second, and he's doing pretty good to hold off Smith on his own right now. He's still in first, 5 laps to go. There's Smith, and Jose Acosta is starting to lose a little bit of ground to the 70, but, you know, that gap to the leader is now 0.3 of a second. You know he is going as hard as he can to try to catch him, but these laps click off so fast here, and now 4 laps remaining. And it seems like every time he comes off of 4, boy, I tell you, it's almost like he gets super close to tagging that outside wall. I mean, he's leaving nothing on the table whatsoever. And that's always exciting to see. Gap now at about 0.5 second. And like I said earlier, when you're in a situation where everybody has fresh tires, nobody has to worry about saving anything. I mean, whatever you got, I mean, throw everything at them, including the kitchen sink. He is trying his best. Boy, that gap is now 0.6 seconds. And Jose Acosta is like you think he's running for his life or something. And he is just hammered down. And now Smith, he's gotten a little bit away from Jose Acosta there. Definitely got a gap there. 0.6 of a second, just about 0.7 ahead of Jose Acosta. But then Abner, he's got just about the same gap as well. He's 0.6 ahead of the 70 car. So yeah, that's about all they can do. Let's look a little further back here real quick. Shane Posey, he's trying to stay ahead of Nathan Nixon. Nixon having a good run there in that 5th position. He's followed by John Simpson in 6th. He's being chased by Casey Marshall. Dennis Weeks, he managed to make it back up to the 9th position. White flag is in the air for Acosta. And everybody's just really, Josh Warner, he is just outside of the top 10 in 13th position. But up the front, Abner Acosta, he has almost a second lead on Aaron Smith. So yeah, he is definitely coming around now, and he's going to take the checkered flag for the first race this evening. The O'Reilly 75. Your winner, Abner Acosta. And I tell you that that was a good, he basically throwing down the gauntlet there to Abner, to Aaron Smith, saying, "Okay, this is what we got." And of course, the next race, I'm curious to see how that's going to work out. Is it going to be daytime, or are they going to end up racing under the lights? It could be a totally different situation. So it'll be exciting to see what happens next. Abner Acosta doing a few celebratory donuts there. And we'll go ahead and get the top three in the booth here, in the victory circle here. Let's see if we can find them all here. We're looking for the two Acostas and Aaron Smith. Let's see. I know where the two Acostas are. And I don't see Aaron Smith. He's not in the... I don't see him. He might join. Some drivers don't join the chat until they actually finish the racing, which is perfectly fine. We'll move him up to winner's circle, and then Jose as well, move him up to winner's circle, and we'll head on down there with them. And let's see, let's jump on down there with them. Okay, folks, we're here in winner's circle with two of our top three. Abner Acosta, your winner. Jose Acosta's teammate, finishing in the third position. Hey, Abner, you got a copy?
Hey, Tony, yeah, I got a copy.
Hey, man, boy, what a strong performance. Congratulations, man. I tell you, once you got ahead of him, it seemed like you just dropped the hammer and just checked out there a little bit.
Yeah, he was really fast. I guess in the first stint that we went on, and I saw where I was making a mistake, basically turn 1 and 2, and I was just trying to fix that turn the whole race to his speed. And I guess when I got ahead, he wasn't really able to, I guess, get back to me. Yeah.
10-4, man. Yeah, because I was talking to your brother, and they're saying you guys, by having a double race here tonight, you guys can learn something from this first race, really. And that, for sure, that'll help you in the second one, correct?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I definitely, the second one, I should have more pace. Now we definitely learned a lot of things in that first round.
10-4. It's kind of a fun race, though, wouldn't you say? Because in this one, I guess the fuel wasn't as much of an issue, and especially at the end there, when you could get that late caution and everybody have fresh tires, you didn't have to worry about fuel or tires or anything, and really can put the car to the test and see what you can do with it.
Yeah, there were a couple of spots where we thought about, not coming in, or if we had to come in or not, depending on what people were going to do. But when I pitted, I guess everybody else pitted every time. Actually, except one time at the beginning. But yeah, there was not a lot of decision making when it came to the pit, so it was a fun race.
10-4, man. Congratulations, and anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, to my team and my brother for racing back there and trying to get Aaron for us racing. I think it was in the second restart. He kind of got ahead of him, and I was, trying to take advantage of that. So, definitely we're working as a team here and trying to get more wins.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations. We'll let y'all have a quick breather here and get ready to go do it again.
All right, thank you. Have a good night, Tony.
All right, hey, Jose, you got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, man. I tell you, y'all just teaming up on the guy, man. I tell you, what can the guy? Well, I tell you, it's a good thing that
he should feel good about it, though. It's like 2 against 1.
Yeah, and sometimes that's almost what it takes, because Aaron Smith ain't no joke. And it's you got to be on your A game for sure to deal with him definitely for sure. And but man, good tactics out there, and good first race, man, with that third place finish.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm actually lucky because I did hit the wall a couple times, spun out. In a restart, I think I messed up really bad. I had a run on the 70, and I was trying to avoid to hit him, and I'm not sure if I hit the car that was above me, but I didn't have no exits or anything. So I'm not
Hmm.
sure what happened. I'm trying to look at the replay right now.
Right, right. Yeah, and boy, you guys, you don't get much of a break here, do you? Because I guess they're getting ready to reset. They're going to invert the field, and you're going to head on out there and do it again, huh?
Yeah, that's right, man. I'm looking forward because I did learn, like my brother said, he learned something. I did learn also a little bit. Hopefully, I do better in the next round.
10-4. Well, I guess so that'll be in the next handful of minutes. So we're going to go ahead and let you go so I can catch your breath there for a minute before we head on out to the second race. But congratulations again, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you, 10-4.
Okay, folks. Well, that's going to do it for the first race, and let's take a look at the finishing order for the first race here. Bring that up for you here. And that was Abner Acosta, your winner. Aaron Smith second, Jose Acosta third, Shane Posey fourth, Nathan Nixon fifth, John Simpson sixth, Casey Marshall seventh, Doug Palmer eighth, Dennis Weeks ninth, Colin Allen 10th, Kyle Hall 11th, Gabriel Cantu in the 12th position. 13th, we have Josh Warner. Lawrence Noel finished 14th. Owen Kaufman 15th. Adam Allen 16th. Elijah Ennis 17th. Josh Bearden ended up in the 18th position. And Tyler Sheldon rounded out the field in the 19th spot. So don't go anywhere, folks. And we're getting ready to continue this doubleheader Sunday with the O'Reilly 100 that'll be starting in just a few minutes. They're going to have to reset the field here and get everything set up once again. And but we will be back here. And so thank you as always for joining us. And we appreciate your watching the show. And hopefully we will see you here in just a few minutes. For all of us at Rice Motorsports TV, see you later.
And it's not going to matter because Tribble's going to cross the line and he's going to be your winner.
Hello, race fans, and you just finished watching the O'Reilly 75, and now we're happy to bring to you the O'Reilly 100 here at Texas Motor Speedway. And boy, this is the second race of a doubleheader weekend, race number 19 now. And boy, we're going to be under the lights here at Texas for race number 2. And as always, thank you for sticking here with us, Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, hit that notification bell if you want to know every time we go live. Now, for this second race of the evening, they're going to invert the field. Everything else is the same. Still have 4 sets of tires and got a couple of green-white checker attempts, but this time 25 more laps. 100 laps will decide this second and final race of the evening at this 1.46 mile facility. And I tell you, boy, that was a good race the first time around. And one of there's your race winner right there, Abner Acosta. And right now he's second fastest once again, and which we shouldn't probably be surprised to see that. And but boy, he put up a great battle with Aaron Smith, who is currently the fastest once again. And Abner's teammate, Gabriel Cantu, is third fastest with that 30.024. And there's Owen Kaufman currently is the fourth fastest, and we're still waiting for some more folks to come in here. There's Jose Acosta. Right now, he's the 8th quickest. Now, this will be interesting, is now that it's a night race this time around, and looking at the track temperatures here, a little different. Now, a 78-degree air temperature, winds 2 miles an hour. Boy, that track is a lot cooler. I think it was around 100 for the first race, only 79 degrees this time around. So the handling is bound to be different, and we'll see how the folks handle that this time around. Jose Acosta currently 8th fastest on the time charts there with that 30.682. And there's their other teammate, Gabriel Cantor. He's 3rd fastest. And the guys there on Pandaretta, if one's slow, then a couple of more are right up at the front. So they've got a really good balance as far as being able to, compete with other teams. And let's see who else is out there. There's Casey Marshall. And she's currently 7th fast. Oh, got away from her there just a little bit. Oh, she goes hard into the outside wall. Whoa, I couldn't tell who that was went by, but they just went by. Just did miss her. As Elijah Ennis, I think, was a 00 going by. Okay, there's Dennis Weeks. He's currently 8th fastest with a 30.324. There's Josh Warner. He's here that he's been battling to try to get into the playoffs, and I don't know if it depends on the outcome for both of these races or just one or what, but we'll find out next week once all the points have been tabulated. He's currently 10th fastest. Now, that's always a good sign with that 30.494. Let's see who else is out there right now. There's a 65 Josh Simpson. He's seventh fastest, 30.216. Now I was trying to we spoke with two of the folks that finished and trying to see if Aaron Smith is in the chat, because we weren't able to talk to him last time, and I don't see him either. Now, he may not have, not everybody has the Discord chat there, so we may not be able to speak to him at all. So that's a shame, because he always puts up a great battle there, and so yeah, we'll see what happens next time around if he was able to join us. See, there's the 30 Owen Kaufman. He's sixth fastest, the 30.180. How about Lawrence Noel? And I believe he finished in the top 10 in that last race. And yeah, folks, he did, I believe someone told me he did get himself locked into the playoffs. And we already talked about that earlier, in the first race, pre-race show there about how he's doing in the points and the overall consistency that has got him up there. He hasn't won any races. Only has one. I think it's now 2 top 10 finishes. I believe before the first race, I think he only had 1 top 10 finish. So I think he can make it 2 now. Actually, take that back. I think he might have finished. I have to go back and look and see. He might have finished. I'm not sure if he finished inside the top 10 or just outside. But it might have been 12th or 14th or something like that. But still a good performance anyway from Lawrence Noel. I mean, Josh Bearden, he's not on track yet. He doesn't have a time out there yet. And so right now we're showing 14 cars in the server. So we don't haven't seen anybody else new hit the track just yet. Because a couple of the folks are also admins, and they have to, they had to reorder the field here, and then to do the invert, I believe they had to manually put in the starting lineup. So this is going to be interesting here. We're actually in warm up, so there won't be any qualifying. They'll just go straight to the race because, like we stated earlier, it is an inverted field, so we already know basically the starting lineup in a manner of speaking, like opposite of whatever the finishing order it was. So you can expect to see Smith and the Acostas and so forth towards the back of the field. And so that should make for an interesting start tonight. And we'll see what happens when they get underway. Let's bring up the timing tower here. We have about 8 minutes remaining here before we start the second race of the evening. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back, and maybe see if we can grab a couple of drivers before we get started. Hey, you're watching North American Fantasy ARCA Series, a doubleheader weekend here on Rice Motorsports TV.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Okay, we're back here to North American Fantasy ARCA Series doubleheader weekend, race number 19, and about 7 minutes left. And we're going to see if we're going to go down here and see if we can find some drivers and talk to them here. And let's see who we can find here. there's Dennis. Let's see if we can get Dennis in here. Hey, Dennis, is Tony in the booth. He got a copy. And
Hey, what's up, Tony?
hey, man, how you doing? Hey, ready to go for race number 2 here?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to after the first race.
Yeah, how do you think you're gonna do it? Because the track obviously is a lot cooler than it was in that first race. Do you think that's more to your liking, or what?
Yeah, I prefer long runs, so I knew the short race last time was going to be a little rough for me. Then I got caught up with some wrecks, so kind of looking forward to see how this was going to shake out.
10-4, man. Well, good luck to you, and we'll talk to you later on, and good luck in the race.
Thanks, Tony.
All right, that was Dennis Weeks, and he's always you can always expect to possibly see him in the top 10 there, and you never know when he might show up there. Let's see who else we can grab here. I was looking for Casey Marshall, but I think she might be doing something. She's up in the admin channel, so we don't want to mess with them up there. And let's see if we can find somebody else here. There's Josh Warner. Let's see if we can grab him and bring him up here with us. Hey, Josh, it's Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
What's going on, Tony?
Hey, Josh, how you doing, man? And boy, not too bad a race for you that last race. And I think they were telling me, was it correct? You're trying to race your way into the playoffs?
I am trying to race my way in. I made a small mistake that first race, tagged the wall a little bit, slowed me down, but race 2, I'm hoping for a much better finish this time around.
Absolutely. And you think you're liking? Do you think you like it better that it's a longer race and give you more chance to strategize, or just do you like the car over longer runs?
Yeah, I like the longer runs. It makes everyone work a little bit harder, make sure they got all their plans played out. I mean, not quick in and out pits. I like the longer runs. I feel I have a much better chance with the longer runs.
10-4. Is there any targets that you're looking for as far as a finishing position, as far as what you need to get, as far as to get the points you need to get into the playoffs?
Right now, I'm after top 10s. I need to finish in front of 2 guys. I know 2 guys I'm racing against. So top 10s and outrunning those 2 guys. Those are my priorities.
Absolutely, man. Well, good luck, man. And I'm going to put you back. You were in the general channel, was it not correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll put you back down there and let you continue to prepare for the race. And good luck. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks, Tony.
And that's Josh Warner, and got everything to race for this evening, and we'll see what he can accomplish there. And as we get underway here very shortly, let's take a look and see who else we can find here. There's Kyle Hall. Let's bring him up to the booth here. He's one of the admins, but he's not in the admin booth. Hey, Kyle, you got a copy? It's Tony in the booth.
Loud and clear, Tony.
Hey, man, how you doing? Boy, I tell you, you ready to go for the second race?
Sure am. That was a little rough first race. Car wasn't handling very good, but I'm just trying to get a few laps here and warm up and see if we can get a little better car for race 2.
10-4, I guess. Some of the folks we spoke with, they say they like the longer races, and you think that agrees with you as well?
Yeah, for sure. We could play the fuel game, pit stop game, and try to get some track position. I was able to do that in race 1, lead a couple laps, but I knew I was going to fade. My car is just not where it needs to be, so I'm going to see if I can find a line. I'm just to seem comfortable for some reason tonight in Texas.
10-4. Now, obviously, it's a lot cooler now. It's almost 30 degrees cooler than in the first race. Do you think that'll help you or hurt you?
I was looking forward to it help me. Some of the other drivers are in the 29s, it looks like, in practice, 29.8s with Aaron. So I'm in the 34, so I'm a good half a second off. I'm hoping to at least cut that in half here.
10-4, man. Well, good luck, man. We'll let you get on out there and turn some laps, and we'll talk to you later on then.
Yeah, Tony. Have a good broadcast. Appreciate you checking in.
10-4. Now, you're in the general channel, or is that the one you want to be in?
Yeah, that's fine. General's perfect.
10-4. All right, good luck now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's Kyle Hall trying to improve his chances here tonight here at Texas Racing Under the Lights. And let's see who else is on track here. A lot of the same guys are on track, and there goes Kyle now, actually getting ready to head out on track here. Like right now, he is 10th fastest with that 30.476. Definitely looking to improve on that. Just over a minute to go before the actual race start. So, you know, I think we're going to go ahead and cut away for a moment here and pause for our national anthem. All right, here we are and getting ready to, the field is lining up, an inverted field. And so now we will see, we're going to wait for the cars to come out on pit road. And they will, of course, be in inverted positions here. The race winner will start dead last. And whoever finished last will be basically on the pole. And we can see them now starting to grid up Le Mans style there. And we'll go ahead and take a look at your starting lineup. And that will be Josh Bearden. You know, he had that accident, and that put him at the back of the pack. He actually, I guess, was scored as finishing last, or either whoever was last didn't come back for the second race. So he will be your pole sitter. Elijah Ennis starting second. Then in third, we have Owen Kaufman. Lawrence Noel will be in the fourth position. Josh Warner fifth. Gabriel Cantu sixth. Kyle Hall seventh. Dennis Weeks will start in the eighth spot. Ninth will be Casey Marshall. John Simpson will round out your top 10. Then they're followed by Nathan Nixon, Shane Posey in the 12th position. 13th will be Jose Acosta. Aaron Smith will be in the 14th position. And your race winner from the O'Reilly 75 will be Abner Acosta, starting shotgun on the field in the 15th spot. The guys are making their way down the backstretch here, getting ready to get going once again. Josh Bearden will be leading them to the green flag. And he is definitely looking forward to a better start than last time, or a better result than last time, rather. And this time we have a pace car instead of a pace truck. We had a pace truck in the first race. And so the pace car, I'm expecting to see him pull off. There he goes. And we'll be looking for that green flag to get this show underway. Got the green flag, and we're racing here at Texas Under the Lights. Josh Bearden gets a good jump. Elijah Ennis, Owen Kaufman right there. Lawrence Noel on the high side. Boy, there's Gabriel Cantu. Now, he had some problems, so he finished way back in the field. And, boy, I tell you, then giving him a chance to start up near the front. That got him up there fourth. And there's Lawrence Noel, and there's Kyle Hall trying to get. He does get by the 29. There's a 97 to Dennis Weeks. Josh Beard, he leads lap 1, and boy, there's going to be a lot of position changes going on here. There's a bit of a gap between the front 4 or 5. Let's look a little further back here. There's Casey Marshall, and she's being challenged by Nathan Nixon. He gets by the 36 car. And Lawrence Noel, so far, he's slipped back to a 10th. More faster cars are going through there. Oh, boy, there's a 70 of Aaron Smith. Yeah, you know he was going to get through, and he's now up to the 10th position already. Jose Acosta is right behind him. There's his brother, Abner Acosta, patiently making their way through the field. Like a lot of the drivers said, there's a lot more strategy going on in this longer race. So, and they like that a lot better. They can plan what they're going to do, and it makes the guys, they can't just go, pedal to the metal, and because they know it's just a short number of laps, they're going to have to think about saving those tires and saving fuel possibly, and puts a lot more of the skill into it as far as what you have to do as a driver, a lot of the strategy, that high-speed chess game there. Look a little further back on, there's Jose Acosta. So we already looked at Abner. A little further back, Lawrence Noel. He's in the 13th position. He's got Josh Warner right there behind him. We saw Josh, we spoke to Josh a little earlier. He was saying he was trying to at least try to get in to a top 10 position. So we'll see how he does with that, if he's able to make a move and get into a better position than he is in now. But currently he's in that 14th spot. Got a little bit of work to do. Meanwhile, up the front, Elijah Ennis got ahead of Josh Beard. Now, he's your leader. Got some points for leading. In fact, he put a bit of a gap between him and Bearden. Owen Kaufman still hanging tough there at the front of the field, running in that 3rd position. He's got Gabriel Cantu there behind him, who is one of the faster drivers, but, and he's starting to close in a little bit here on Kaufman. Kaufman not doing too bad, though, to try to hold him at bay as much as he can. And but Cantu, he's really closed up on the 30 now. And so now be maybe a situation where how hard do you want to fight this guy right now? We've got a long ways to go. Lap 7 of 100 completed here so far. They cross the line to start lap 8. Cantu is still there, looking for a way around that 30 car. And you have such a long ways to go, and and then the driver knows what his car can do, and knows what he can do as the tires wear. And so it's a question, how much abuse do you want to put those Goodyears through at the beginning of the race, or at the beginning of that tire run? Do you really want to lean on them hard because you know that you can deal with it once they start to fall off? Or do you want to nurse them just a little bit and just try to hold position as much as possible? And they're getting a little bunched up there in front of him there. Elijah Ennis right there meeting the sandwich. He's got Bearden in front of him. Bearden once again back to the lead. And so Josh Bearden doing everything he can to have a much better result this time around. Let's look a little further back. There's Nathan Nixon in the 5th position. And he's got the 70 car of Aaron Smith there right behind him. Boy, he's got some fast guys. Cantu right there in front, and Smith. Well, now Smith just went by and picked up that 5th position. But yeah, he definitely had some heavy hitters racing around him there for sure. And not bad job if you can hang with them for a while there. Nixon now in that 6th spot. Look a little further back. There's Abner Acosta. He's running 7th. And he is not closing in as quickly. He's starting to gradually, I mean, just inch ever closer. But, he is getting there. But I think they also have a totally different mindset. It's just a different kind of race. There's Shane Posey all by himself. But Kyle Hall, look at Kyle Hall battling with Jose Acosta and Dennis Weeks there for position. And Kyle Hall, he's trying to stay ahead of the 24. Dennis Weeks right down there on the inside. And he's watching these guys closely. And he, for one, we spoke with him before the race, and he definitely is enjoying having the, oh boy, Kyle Hall got a little fishy there coming off of 4. And I know he said he wasn't 100% happy with that car in practice and not really all weekend long so far. It's just, you see him push up there. He had that incident with, I believe it was Josh Bearden, perhaps, I think it was. And I think he got tight and pushed up into the 6th. And the car just not handling 100% to his liking. And so I know he's going to do the best he can to hold on here and get the most performance he can squeeze out of that 87 machine. Boy, Casey Marshall not making it easy either. She's right there, right on his tail. And she's looking for a way around the 87. I think she's going to find it, folks. She's down on the inside now, making her way down the backstretch. Dennis Weeks already got by Kyle Hall. Looks like Marshall, she's going to have the best line going into 3. He's going to have to hold on to that high side there and allow that 36 on through there. And they're going to race. He almost got squirrely coming off of 4 there. He just did hold on to the position that particular time, but looks like Marshall might get past him as they go through turns 1 and 2. Look at this, right door to door. And he is fighting back on that high line. Good battle there, staying ahead of Casey Marshall. But knowing her, she probably won't be letting go of him anytime soon. He's going to have a fight on his hands, that's for sure. Just a little bit of a correction there from Marshall coming off of 4. When your handling's on, everything's good, but when it's off, it can be a little white knuckle time there for sure. So it looks like right now she might be settling in just to cruise along there for a little while. Now there's Josh Simpson in the 13th position. And let's look and see. I think he might have gained a spot there. And no, actually, Simpson, he lost. All of these drivers lost several positions because that's a lot of those fast guys that were up at the beginning of the race, at the finish of the last race, finished well ahead of them. So it was almost expected that they would get there up there ahead of them. Now, there's Josh Warner. He's the one that's trying his best to get up there, have at least a top 10 finish. And right now he's still running in that 14th position. So he needs to do what he can to just, it may be like some long distance strategy here for Warner, and may come down to a lot of fuel strategy and how long you can stretch that window. And same deal for Lawrence Noel. And how many times have we seen him at the back of the field and not see him at the back of the field at the end of the race? And so do not count this guy out by any stretch of the imagination. Back up at the front, there's Josh Bearden now. And so far, he's got 3/4 of a second on Aaron Smith. Smith now up to the 2nd position. And he is motoring right along. Elijah Ennis, how about Elijah? He's been hanging in there. He's been running in 3rd, inside that top 5 right from the start of the race. He's only lost that 1 position. You know, he started 2nd. So doing very well. Also, Owen Kaufman. And these guys, they finished well back in the race, in the first race. And so really taking advantage of this inverted field. And behind them, Nathan Nixon are also having a nice run so far. He's trying to hold off the 44 Abner Acosta. you can almost kind of feel a little bit of a difference in how they're attacking this race, being at such a longer distance. And things are going to play out quite a bit different here this time around. You know, I think the green flag stints are going to go further. There's Costa now making a move on Nixon. Nixon trying to hold on, but Acosta, he will go ahead and move to that fifth position with Abner Acosta up to fifth. Let's look a little bit further back. There's Gabriel Cantu. Now, Cantu, he lost a position so far, started sixth, and so now he has settled back and now running in that seventh position. And his teammate right behind him, Jose Acosta. Jose's gained 5 positions since the start of the race, inside the top 10 now, trying to make his way up the order, and currently running in that 8th spot, and about a little over 4.5 seconds from the leaders. So he's got a little bit of work to do, and it's just like all of them. He's just slowly. No one's really reeling anybody in super quick this time, and so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Josh Bearden is still your leader, still has a half-second lead over the second place Aaron Smith, as we ride along here with Jose Acosta right behind him. Dennis Weeks in the 9th position. Dennis having a solid run here. He's right about mid-pack, so for the guys who finished about mid-pack, their situation isn't going to change all that much for the second race. They're kind of starting right where they finished. So I know it'll be interesting to see how he works things out, because we also have seen Weeks also make his way up to the front later on in the race. He's very good at tire and fuel strategy. So it'll be fun to see what he comes up with, how he decides he wants to attack this 100-lap event here tonight. And he doesn't seem like he's particularly attacking the 24 all that much. Now he's getting the nose down on the inside. He might go ahead and go around him. Sometimes you can pass a guy. Oh, I think I saw Acosta get a little loose there coming off of 4. That might have been what made him decide to just go on around him, because sometimes even if you're not pushing super hard, you may just have better pace than the guy that you're chasing. And of course, it makes a lot more sense just to get ahead of him, so you don't want to invite trouble. And so now we'll see if Acosta can hang on there as they complete. Now they're a quarter of the way through here. It's 25 laps longer, but it's still not a whole lot of laps. 100 laps is still not a whole lot, and they usually tend to run obviously a lot more. You know, usually about the combined length of both of the races, usually 175, 180 laps or so. Just one race on a Sunday afternoon. So it's funny in some ways. It's almost like having one race and then just having a competition caution in the middle. You could almost think of it that way. But of course, some time has passed and the sun has set, and boy, the track, I'm sure, has definitely changed. And so it may change for the better for some folks. Looking up the front, oh boy, Aaron Smith, he did get by Josh Bearden. He was a half second behind, and now he's a half second ahead of the 6 car. Bearden running right there in second spot, and Owen Kaufman still hanging tough there in third. He's got Abner Acosta, though. Abner's been methodically making his way through the field, and there he is now working on the 30 machine there. He's obviously feeling good how that car's handling, it seems. He got a bit of a gap, though. Right now, he's like over 2.5 seconds behind the leader, and I don't think he was that far back at any point in the last race. So I think a lot of it was having to make your way through the pack, and Smith definitely made his way through and got to the front, while a lot of the guys that he was battling in the first race, they're still battling, getting their way through traffic. And once you get that clean air, folks, I mean, it's off to the races. And that's always good for whoever's out front to gain a little bit of an advantage. And of course, a caution can take all of that way quickly. You know, you get one caution, it bunches the field up, and then you are right back there again. So now it's just, then it'll just be a head-to-head strategy between those two guys to see who figures out what they want to do as far as the racing. There's Elijah Ennis there in that sixth position. You can see about four groups of cars there. Got your will have your leader with some lap cars in front of them. Then third place, Abner Acosta. He's leading the second pack of cars. And then there's sort of a spread out group behind them. 15th place, Shane Posey, who's actually in danger of going a lap down. In fact, he's already gone a lap down. In fact, Posey actually pitted on lap 20. Now, you don't know if he pitted because of damage or just because he doesn't like the feel of the handling of the car or something. You know, sometimes the guys, may get a feeling like, man, these tires, they feel like they're gone already. But, I mean, not saying that is the case. That's one of the possibilities. And sometimes folks just opt to come back and get in another fresh set of tires. And some of the guys obviously can make tires last longer than others. Somebody else is on pit road. And that's, I believe that's John Simpson now. The second car all race long to come in for tires and fuel. Lap 34 here, he's on pit road. Only the second car to get on pit road here. And now he's on his way out. And he's going to cycle out. Of course, he's going to lose a lap there. Simpson now one lap down. Noel, Posey, and Simpson are one lap down. Let's see. There's Nathan Nixon. He's running in the fifth spot. He's got Dennis Weeks actually right behind him, and Owen Kaufman right in front of him. Dennis Weeks on the move, now up to the sixth position. And this type of race is definitely working out for him a little bit better because he knows that those fuel windows should be further along, and some of his strengths may also be in tire preservation and making those tires last longer and give him a chance to get up there and challenge for those top positions. He can almost see the leaders there now. Let's ride along with his roof cam there, and let's see. I think that's fourth place. That's Nixon and Kaufman up in front. Nixon, Kaufman, and then that's probably Abner Acosta. And way up there in the front might be. I think that might have been Josh Bearden that he could see almost second place. Not close enough to see the leader yet, though. He's still like 4.5 seconds back from the leader. You can see that on your on the track map there. You can see the leader in the middle of 3 and 4, and he's sixth place. He's just now in turns 3 and 4, and so yeah, he's just racing along and turning some good laps here. Jose Acosta, he is still. I don't know if I'd use the term struggle or not, but he is still just inside the top 10, and he has definitely not made it through the pack as quickly as his teammate Abner Acosta. In fact, now he's getting ready to catch another teammate, Cantu. He's about half second. There is Cantu right there, that orange car, and he might be reeling him in here in a few laps, but either he's playing a very long game here, fuel-wise or something, and you never know. By them having a certain number of drivers in the team, they may elect. It's almost like Formula One. Sometimes guy will be on a one-stop strategy and another guy will be on a two-stop strategy. So they're definitely going to be having different situations that they have to deal with. And who knows, he may be playing a long game here. And blinking there just a little bit. And who is that? That's behind him. That is, that's actually Shane Posey there. Posey's not on the lead lap, though. He's a lap down. Elijah Ennis there. Elijah Ennis into the wall. That might bring out a caution here. Let's see. He's able to continue. He pushed up into the turn 4 wall, and he looks like, boy, he got a bit of damage there on that right front, but looks like he's able to continue. He's still just inside the top 10, running 9th. He's got Noel behind him, but Noel's not on the lead lap. And so far, it looks like he's able to continue okay. That car looked like it's starting to get away from him. Something's not right on that car at all. And does he look like he's starting to falter a little bit coming off of 4? Turn 4 is always a telling tale right there. And the car will look okay all the rest of the track, but you get to turn 4, that's almost a test right there. Whether or not how that car is handling. Let's see him come through 3 and 4 here now. I think that car is a little bit of a handful. Oh boy, yeah, he's fighting that thing now. He definitely doesn't want to. He probably didn't even want to stop anytime soon. As far as probably everybody was probably expecting to maybe do some green flag pit stops, but definitely not now. And up the front there's Aaron Smith, and he's almost a second and a half ahead of Josh Bearden. Bearden having a much better race this time around. I give a shout out to the folks in the chat. Who's that? Eddie Rose cheering on Josh Warner, and Heather Crush cheering on Josh Bearden there. So the two Joshes have their they got the cheerleaders out there for him, and Josh Bearden right now is doing pretty darn good. And he's got, and that's ironic because he's got Josh Warner directly behind him. And Warner's a lap down though, but he's right behind the 6th car right there. And then behind Warner is Jose Acosta in 3rd. Right now, Josh Bearden is doing a good job to hold off Acosta as we now start lap 46. And I don't know, folks. I mean, it's 25 extra laps, but wow, we're almost to the halfway point already. We're only 4 laps away. And Aaron Smith, he's driving like he's on a mission here. Like, you know what? Nobody's going to get me this time. But I think more than anybody, he definitely wants to see this thing go green every lap right to the checkered flag. Because, I mean, the pace that he's setting, it's just, he's in his rhythm. And, we've seen that before where he'll have such a commanding lead like this, and then a late caution, and it bunches the field up, and all of a sudden everybody's got juice, and it's like, man, where did it go to? And they get those fresh tires, and almost like in the last race. And so that's one thing for sure. He definitely probably wouldn't want to see a late caution where all the field, and especially his strongest competition, can go in there and get fresh tires just like him. And then he has to battle on this track, which definitely is handling a little differently out there tonight as opposed to what it was doing during the day. See, there's Dennis Weeks now up to the 4th spot. Improved 4 positions, and he is about 2 seconds behind Abner Acosta. So Dennis Weeks getting it done here at Texas in the second race, the O'Reilly 75. I'm sorry, O'Reilly 100. The 75 was the first one. Weeks now running, turning some very good laps here. Matter of fact, let's compare his lap times here and see how he's stacking up between him and Acosta. Move that out the way, and you can see now Acosta was faster the last 3 laps. And he crosses the line this time, and Acosta is still quicker. So he has gotten up to the 3rd position there. Oh, okay. And I was about to say, I thought he was running in 4th, but Aaron Smith is on pit road. Green flag pit stop for your leader. And now, of course, that's going to move everybody up and shuffle things around quite a bit. Josh Beard here, he comes now on the pit road. Let's see, Smith's on his way out. Dennis Weeks is coming in. Who else is coming? There's Kyle Hall, just about down to his pit box. He had that. I think he had. Did he have some damage? No, okay, maybe not. I thought he had some damage on the right front. That might have been somebody else I saw earlier. There's John Warner making his way down. Currently in the 13th position. So Abner Acosta, and he's currently a leader. Let's see, Aaron Smith, he pitted right at the halfway mark, 50 laps. Abner Acosta stretching it now. He's now 53 laps in the books. And the one thing about staying out further, let's see, now Smith is back to 5th place, but he's a lap down, so he is going to have to get his lap back. He's 4 seconds behind Acosta, but you can see even on the relative there, that time is really coming down in a hurry because he's got those fresh tires. So a lot of time when the guys you're competing with, when they pit, you really can't stay out but so much further because, in my opinion anyway, the longer you stay out, that advantage you're actually handing to your competitor. And here he comes now down pit road because he's gaining time on you with those fresh tires, and you almost have to match his move with yours the next time around. And so now he's Cantu moved into 2nd place. And let's see, we can see Smith there on the timing tower. He's 39 seconds, 38, and he's coming or making his way around. He's currently in the 3rd position, and I'm sorry, he's in the 4th position, and Costa just went to 4th as Smith went around and passed him. And now his tires are about 6 laps fresher, so he definitely can make it all the way to the end of the race here. Definitely won't be a 2-stopper at all for anybody, I wouldn't think. And so it'll just be a question of now he comes out. There's Dennis Weeks goes by, so he will rejoin in the 7th position, and that's not too bad. And let's see, Dennis Weeks, he pitted on lap 51. And Abner there, he pitted 3 laps later. So, yeah, he should have some good life in those tires. Is it enough to run down the leaders, though? Cantu, his teammate Cantu, has not stopped. Casey Marshall running 2nd. She hasn't stopped. And they are the only 2 that I see that have not stopped. Aaron Smith, he stopped on lap 50. Shane Posey in the 4th position. He was we saw him stop very early in the race on lap 20, and who knows, he might be trying to play some kind of fuel mileage deal here, perhaps. I don't know. but I don't think that would be the case because we've seen everybody go at least half distance fuel wise. If he stopped on lap 20, can he go 80 laps? That would be a real stretch, and his tires probably would be shot as well. But he's got some good position right now. There's Abner. He shoots right past him there. Abner Acosta now into the 5th spot. And now he's working on Josh Bearden. Bearden right there. Oh, sorry, wrong direction. Bearden right there in the 4th position. He's a little over 8.5 seconds behind Aaron Smith. His last lap was fairly close to his best lap so far in the race. There's Cantu now making his way on the pit road, getting it rolled down quickly so as not to get a speeding penalty. He will relinquish the lead here on lap 60 or 61. He just crossed the start-finish line on pit road there. And that's going to put Casey Marshall up to the lead. There's Kyle Hall. Kyle Hall, though, he's not on the. He's 4 laps down. And now Kyle, he pitted on lap 52. But to tell you the truth, I don't even know how he got 4 laps down. I don't remember anything happening with him to get him that far down. I mean, we didn't have any cautions, and the handling of the car just didn't come to Kyle. This is just not his night. You know, sometimes you get out there and it's just not your night. And Kyle running there in 14th and just doesn't have the pace. And he knew he was off a little bit from the leaders anyway, but just doesn't really have the pace tonight. And there's Casey Marshall. She's on pit road. She's relinquishing the lead. So that's going to cycle Aaron Smith there into first position. He's about 4/10 off of his best time. Abner Acosta is about maybe a quarter of the way behind him. About a little over 7.5 seconds behind Smith. But he's right up there in that second spot. And we're lap 63. Still over a little bit less than about 46 laps remaining. Or 36 laps remaining. And let's see if that lap time, that gap comes down. Can he reel him in? And question is, does he have enough time? You know, I kind of think he does. And so it'll be interesting to see there. There's Josh Bearden in the 3rd spot. Bearden, he pitted on lap 51, 3 laps before Acosta did. And but nobody behind him pitted any later. So his tires are probably the 3rd freshest, except for Casey Marshall. She pitted on lap 61. So other than that, as far as folks being on the lead lap, now, Marshall, by pitting late, that put her a lap down. But he should be okay here to at least come away with a top 5 finish, I would think. If who knows? It ain't never over till it's over. So he'll just continue to motor along here, where he's got a good gap between him and Weeks, 1.9 seconds. And it is slightly coming down. Dennis Weeks, they both pitted the same lap. So there's Weeks right there trying to run down Josh Bearden. So I think right now it's just going to be a long haul and to the checkered flag to see who can make these tires last and who can maintain their pace well enough. There's Abner Acosta. That gap is actually It's 6.5 seconds from Smith. And he has definitely had some work to do to get that to get closer to that 70 car. I mean, I know he's gonna do his best to get up there, but he's got a far bigger gap than you would expect that he might have had compared to the first time. And they continue to race along. That gap is now down to 6 seconds, now just under 6 seconds. And there he is, and there's Aaron Smith coming out of turn 2. And we're about to come up on 30 laps to go here. And you know what, let's take a look. Let's compare their lap times here. Let's see what we can see here. And compare his lap times to Acosta. Oh boy, Abner Acosta is just slowly reeling him in, folks. Look at that. I mean, there's no question about it whatsoever. Every single lap, Acosta has been 2 to 3 tenths quicker than Aaron Smith. And I tell you, if that at the pace that he's going, and now we're here at lap 70, he's coming out of 4 and making lap 71, start lap 71 here. And let's see what Acosta does this time. Here he comes to the line, waiting for Acosta. He was only a tenth quicker that particular time. So we'll go back to Acosta and then switch that so we can see. He's still reeling in Smith, but maybe not as much as he was before. Let's see if he can keep that up. He's got a couple of lap cars in front of him, Simpson and who is that? Kyle Hall. He crosses the line. And once again, he was a couple of tenths quicker. The gap is, you can see on the timing tower there, it is 5.3 and just slowly coming down. He is slowly eating into that lap. It is just, Aaron Smith, remember when I said he wouldn't want to see a caution? Well, you know, who knows? He may be set up for a no-win scenario here. Caution or no caution, Abner Acosta is reeling him in. Every other lap, he's going either 1 or 2 tenths of a second quicker than the 70 car. Let's see what he does this time. Coming off of 4, see if he's quicker this time around. Crosses the line. And that time, see, now he's starting to slow down a little bit. That time it was only 900ths of a second. So he might be running the tires off of that 44 machine trying to catch Smith. Of course, Smith also is losing time as well, you know, because he's been out there as well. And the gap now under 5 seconds. So both of them may be starting to see their times fall off here a little bit. Let's look at his lap times, see how they are. His last lap was a 31.581. Acosta, his last was a 31.177. So wow, he definitely still taking some chunks out of that lead for sure. And even though he's got those lap cars between him and the leader, that's irrelevant because they have fresher tires, so he may not be able to catch them that quick, but relatively speaking anyway. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We have a caution. Caution is on the track here. I can't see who it's on. It just got a caution, but it's not saying who was involved in the caution. All I know is that we have a caution, and let's see. It's not Nathan. I'm trying to look on the track map, see if I see anybody moving slowly. I don't see anyone, and I'm not getting any report saying that anyone spun or anything. So I don't know. Not just looking at different cars around the track here. Don't see anyone looking like they have any damage or anything. But you know, I don't think Aaron Smith wanted to see that. Because what's that's going to do, folks? That is going to bunch up the field. There he is. There's Abner Acosta. There's a few lap cars in between the two of them. I guess those, I'm pretty sure everybody, 24 laps to go, probably going to pit. Because if Smith doesn't pit, he will be a sitting duck. And yeah, Smith, he comes in wisely so. And then followed by Acosta. And there's Josh Bearden making his way down pit road. Dennis Weeks coming in. Man, we're in for another shootout here, folks. There's the three of Nathan Nixon. Jose Acosta already in his pit box. Man, I tell you. And who's on track? Nobody's on track. I think all of the lead lap cars came in. Elijah Ennis. Now he's out. He's showing an 8th. Now he's coming in. And all the leaders exit pit road. Aaron Smith will come out. And I believe, now that's a lot of, see Marshall. She's a lap down. And I think they're getting, wonder if they're having the lap cars get behind the leaders there. And Marshall, she's coming in. Look, she might be coming in on pit road anyway, from the looks of it here. Yeah, she's coming down pit road. There's John Simpson on pit road. Owen Kaufman down pit road. We already saw Marshall. There's Lawrence Noel in the 13th position, making his way down. And there are your heavy hitters right there, folks. Aaron Smith right there at the front. And lights are still on the pace car. Abner Acosta is second. Josh Bearden there in the 3rd position. Dennis Weeks in the 4th spot. Then we have Nathan Nixon, top 5. Gabriel Cantu now is in the 6th position. Jose Acosta is there in 7th. And let's see, we're still showing, okay, we're showing from 10th place on back is a lap down. So Ennis and Posey are, where's Ennis at? There he is right there. He's in 8th. So he got, I think he might have got back on the lead lap. Shane Posey is, where is Shane at? Shane is right there. He's behind, he's got Kyle Hall in front of him. They're going to get, I'm guessing they're going to get wave arounds. So they should be on the lead lap there. Not Hall, because Hall's 4 laps down, but they both should get a wave around, and that'll keep Posey on the lead lap. They come down now. I think the lights are going to go out on the pace car this time around. And they should get waved around, him in the 87. They cross the line. Are we still under caution? Nope. There they go. And they will come around to the back of the field. And that puts all your leaders right there at the front. Oh, boy, here we go. First, and that's only the first caution of this race, folks. When we go green, it'll be 20 laps to go. 20-lap shootout. And you know, some of the guys saying they like these longer races. I think Dennis Weeks is one of them because it gave him an opportunity to work traffic and just, you know, it seems like it works out better for him. And now he's got himself inside the top 5. and now everything is equal. He doesn't have to fight a lot of traffic. He's right there with the leaders. So all he has to do is just pedal to the metal now, and you don't have to worry about tires or anything like that. You just have to see what you can do here in these last 20 laps. There's also a question of, if you push these tires super hard, when do they fall off? How long will they stay golden before they actually drop off just a little bit? We're about to find out. Pace car is in. I think Smith will be controlling that restart. There he goes. We're racing here possibly for the final time at Texas tonight. And boy, does that look like a familiar picture. Abner Acosta right there behind him. Uh-oh, caution. We got some folks. Oh no, Jose Acosta, heavy damage on the 24. Good grief. And let's see, there also Nathan Nixon. Jose, he towed to the pits, and Nixon, he's showing some damage there. Let's look at the replay here and see what happened. And they're on the restart. Yeah, and Nixon kind of squeezed him down there a little bit. There was no place else for Acosta to go except into the grass, and that got them both going. And I think Acosta got the worst of that deal there. Oh boy, he bounced off the inside wall hard and then came up and hit the 3 machine there. So, and he's got a bit of damage on that left front, trying to make it around the pit road. Oh boy, that left front tire isn't even turning. Wow. So he's kind of creeping around the track here. He might, let's see, and he's entering, he might get a penalty. I saw the red lights on. He might have been entering a closed pits, but at this point, he doesn't care about that, you know. Josh Warner is showing that he put his car behind the wall. So, darn, that's a shame, because he was definitely trying to get as many points, trying to get a top 10 finish tonight. And so now we've got Acosta on pit road, we got Nixon on pit road, we got Jose Acosta on pit road, we got Nathan Nixon on there, and there's Shane Posey. He's getting tires and fuel, and I guess getting some work done there. He might have some damage, perhaps. Field's getting ready to go by. I think they already went by. Oh no, they're on the back stretch. Yeah, I'm looking at the track upside down there. Now he's got whatever damage he needed to get fixed, and he's making his way back out. So lights are still on the pace car. Everybody's got fresh tires. Oh boy, here we go. And Josh Bearden, he's warming them up, and he is ready to do everything he can now. It's time to go racing. And I tell you, he's racing against the best out there right now, folks. I mean, Aaron Smith and Abner Acosta. Dennis Weeks, I'm sure, is happy where he is right now. And so it should be. And Gabriel Cantu, he's survived to get to the 5th position there. Elijah Ennis in that 6th spot. And then we have Shane Posey in the 7th position. He's racing up to get into position where he's supposed to be. And then John Simpson is in 8th. And that's the last car on the lead lap. So everybody else is at least 1 lap down. Owen Kaufman having the lucky dog. There's Owen right there in the 30 car. It'll be 16 laps to go on the restart. Oh, wait a minute. The lights are still on the pace car. So I think we might have actually one more lap of caution here. I was thinking the lights are out on the pace car, but yeah. So we're going to get one more lap. So it'll be 15 laps probably. The lights should be going out on the pace car this time around as they cross the line, and we'll see here. Pace car brings them down now to the start-finish line. And, yep, here we go. It'll be lap 15, or 15 to go on the restart. Aaron Smith, Abner Acosta, Josh Bearden, Dennis Weeks, Elijah Ennis, your top 5. And we've seen the winner come from a lot further back than that too, folks. So anything's possible. Time to wait and see now exactly how this thing is going to play out here. And I'm sure they want this to get going as soon as possible. Don't want those tires to cool down too much. That track isn't that warm tonight anyway. I believe just around 80 degrees or so, maybe 79. Might have heated up a little bit since the race has been going on. Making their way now through turns 3 and 4. Whatever they've got, boy, they can't leave nothing on the table now. Pace car is in. Waiting for the leader to go. You know he gets good restarts. There he goes. And there goes Acosta right there with him. Green flag for possibly the final time here at Texas tonight. And it's a sprint race to the finish. Smith trying his best to get a huge gap. 4/10 on Acosta. We've seen that happen before. And we've seen Acosta reel him in once he reacts to that restart. Let's see what happens this time around. Aaron Smith now with a 0.3 second gap on Abner Acosta. Acosta trying his best to reel him in. And he's got Josh Bearden right there behind him. Josh Bearden is 0.3 of a second behind Acosta there. Acosta doesn't have the help of a teammate this time around. And and he is ever so slightly reeling in the 70. Man, I tell you, now 0.32 seconds. Josh Bearden is still right there too, folks. Josh Bearden hasn't gone anywhere. And you know he's hammered down trying to get that 6 machine to the front. Just about 0.2 of a second behind Acosta. They cross the line. It'll be 11 laps remaining. Oh, Bearden had to check up a little bit. Just a little loose coming off of 2. That's going to open the gap a little bit, almost half a second now between him and Acosta, but he's still running hard there in third. And Dennis Weeks has a little bit of work to do as well. He's 0.4 behind Bearden. Now 10 laps remaining. Abner Acosta trying to inch closer. He's holding around 0.3 of a second. I mean, he's gaining, you know, boy, I'm sure Aaron Smith is counting the laps right now. Good grief. And look at that. Now it's 0.2 of a second. Smith really is reeling him in now. He is really piling on the pressure. Now 0.2 of a second. Acosta to Aaron Smith. And boy, he's got Smith in the bullseye, and I think he's seeing red right now. All he can see is that 70 car. Now 8 laps remaining. Smith trying to hold on. He's got a mirror full of Abner Acosta right there. They come to the line. It'll be 7 laps remaining. Smith doing everything he can to keep the 44 back there. 44 was taking a look. Looked like he might have thought about maybe going around on the outside. I don't know. Now here they are, drag race down the backstretch. Make their way through turns 3 and 4. Man, this is going to get interesting here, folks. Oh, my goodness. Costa got a nose down on the inside. Can Smith hold on? It doesn't look like it. Abner Acosta gets his nose out in front. Oh, man, he just does squeeze past the 70. Acosta in the lead. He has no time to rest easy now, though. Here they come down the backstretch. There's Josh Bearden. He's not far behind either. He's giving it everything he's got, trying to get that 6 car up there to the 70. Whatever they've got, they're holding on, leaving nothing on the table. There's Dennis Weeks also trying to reel in those top 3. Driving like they're absolutely no tomorrow. Well, when they come to the line, it will be 4 to go. And boy, they are battling hard. Before we get to the end, let's look back in the back a little bit. There's Shane Posey. He just got the 6th position from Elijah Ennis as the leaders cross the line, making it 4 to go. Close battle going on there. John Simpson, he's looking pretty good there. Actually, he doesn't even have anybody behind him because he's the last car in the lead lap. So everybody else is sort of on different laps. They're not all on the same lap, so there's no battling there. So we'll take it back to the front. Abner Acosta, just about 0.4 of a second to Aaron Smith. 3 laps to go as they cross the line. Smith trying to hold on to that 2nd position. There's Josh Bearden doing everything he can to get closer to the 70 machine. Quickly running out of laps. He's able to keep Dennis Weeks at bay. A nice gap there, half a second between him and the 97 machine. And here they come now, 2 laps remaining. They'll get the white flag next time around. Looks like Beard might be losing just a little bit of ground to Aaron Smith. Can't quite close in there. Is actually, about 0.3 of a second. Try as he might, Smith's trying to pedal as hard as he can. It's 0.3 of a second behind the 44, and there doesn't seem to be any stopping him. He's going to do the double here tonight, folks. He won the O'Reilly 75, and now Abner Acosta is going to win the O'Reilly 100 here tonight. From the looks of it, white flag, my bad. I thought that was the last lap. White flag is in the air. It's not over yet, folks. There's Aaron Smith. There's Josh Bearden. They're all spread out now. There's Dennis Weeks. And the gap continues to grow, though, folks. Now 0.47, now about half a second. Like I said before, he won the O'Reilly 75, and now Abner Acosta wins the O'Reilly 100 here at Texas. Abner Acosta. You can't have a much better race weekend than that. Getting a little congratulatory bump there from Josh Bearden. Bearden also happy with that third place finish. A lot better result than the first race, that's for sure. Aaron Smith there came in second. And Abner Acosta is your winner for the second time tonight here at Texas Motor Speedway. And let's see, we'll get Josh up to the winner's circle, and Abner, got to find Abner here and put him up there as well. There he is. We'll move him on up. And we'll see if we see Aaron in here at all. Like I said, he may not actually have the Discord app to be able to join us for the interview, so we unfortunately won't be able to speak to him. But we'll go ahead and hop down to the winner's circle here. Okay, folks, we're in the winner's circle here with your first and third place finishers, Abner Acosta and Josh Bearden. Hey, Abner, you got a copy?
Hey, Tony, I got a copy.
Man, I tell you, 2 for 2, not a bad weekend, huh?
Yeah, definitely not bad. This was definitely a lot harder than the first one, though. I figured it would be easier, but starting from the back and then having to get to the front, I felt at the beginning I kind of like snapped my tires a little bit. And at the end of the green run, after the pit stops, I got 24 seconds of damage, so I thought I was done, but apparently that had no effect on my car, so I was still able to get up there.
Absolutely, man. That's great to hear, man. And well, I tell you, and like you said, Aaron, he was making such a good progress getting through the field, and that was probably one of your biggest challenges, wasn't it, to just make sure not to let him get too far ahead?
Yeah, and I thought I would be fine. For some reason, I saw that he was getting ahead. I was like, okay, I'll take my time with the traffic, and I figured I would be saving more tires than them, but things were kind of evening out. Like, I wasn't really catching people that much. I think at the end of the stint, I caught Josh before he had to pit. And I was a little bit faster than them, I thought. But yeah, I also don't think I chose the right pit strategy. I stayed out like around 5 laps more than them.
Yeah, you're about 5 or 6 laps more, so I think.
Yeah, and I came out 10 seconds behind Aaron.
Yeah, because I was talking to our viewers, because and then I don't have to tell you, but every time, the longer you stay out after your competitor is pitted, the more you're kind of making it worse for yourself, because he's got those fresh tires and he's eating into your advantage that you have there and stuff. But
yeah,
hey, I figured you knew something we didn't, So, but
yeah, I figured we had 50 laps, so I figured I'll give him those 5 laps. But then,
yeah,
the race I would have fresher tires technically, and I think I ran him down to like 4-point-something seconds.
Yeah.
But then I honestly, if the race would have went green, I don't think I would have caught him.
Right.
Tires would eventually even out.
Yeah.
So that yellow did save me for sure.
Exactly. And we were saying that as well. At one point, we were looking at his gap, and I said, "Well, I bet you Aaron's just like, look, just let this thing go green, And when it went, at the time that it went yellow, and it was going to end up being like a 20 laps or less shootout, I'm like, oh yeah, all bets are off now." Because I knew you felt you had a chance there when you got that caution. Huh?
Yeah, and I figured, okay, well, maybe my damage is not that much because my car felt fine, and I guess I wasn't losing pace. So on that last restart, it was just making sure Josh didn't get ahead of me because I didn't want to fight anybody else. I just wanted to be, just race to the front. And he paid off. I guess I was a little faster at the end.
10-4. Congratulations again. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, to our team, Pandereta Racing Team, you for broadcasting, and the league for hosting.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, man, and we'll see you next week.
All right, see you, Tony. Have a good night.
All right, now. Hey, Josh, you got a copy?
What's up, Tony?
Hey, man, I know you're enjoying this finish a lot better than the last one. Congratulations on that third place.
Yeah, we had a little bit of difficulty in the first race, getting taken out about halfway through it, but we rallied back in the second one. Didn't make any mistakes on pit road or on the track tonight. Car was a little looser in the long run this go around than it was in our first race, but I think we did pretty good and made up for the accident in the first race. I know there after that green flag pit stop, I was praying for caution because I did not like sitting there seeing 9 seconds between me and the leader. So I was glad that caution came out. Had a little bit of trouble getting up to speed on the restart, which I think allowed Dennis to kind of stay right behind me. But as the last 20 laps or so progressed, we started getting comfortable again in the car, and we were able to pull away and secure a third place finish. So overall, I'm happy with how the second race went. Anyway, it's going to be good points day, double points for both races. So I think we're coming out of here looking pretty good heading into next week at Rockingham.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Just everybody that makes all the races every week. All the people that watch the broadcast. Want to give a shout out to Decker for helping with race control and all the other admins. Can't do it without help from them.
10-4, man. And I think, did you say it was your dispatcher or Heather Crush? Is that her name?
Yes. That is my future load planner.
Yeah.
I'm working for.
Yeah, she's cheering you on there and in the chat there and stuff. So yeah, I know she's happy with the result there, man. And so congratulations once again, and we'll let you guys go celebrate, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. Next week's the last race in the regular season before our playoffs start.
10-4
we'll
here.
See how it goes.
Okay, then take it easy now.
All right, thanks, Tony. Appreciate what you're doing, brother.
10-4, thank you. Okay, folks. Well, that is going to do it. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at our finishing results here. Bring those up for you. And we've got Abner Acosta, your winner. Aaron Smith second. Josh Bearden third. Dennis Weeks fourth. Gabriel Cantu fifth. Shane Posey sixth. Elijah Ennis seventh. John Simpson eighth. Owen Kaufman ninth. Casey Marshall rounds out the top 10. Lawrence Noel finished 11th position. Kyle Hall 12th. Jose Acosta 13th. Nathan Nixon 14th. And Josh Warner in the 15th final position. And boy, I tell you, it has been a great weekend here with this double header for the North American Fantasy Auto. I can't even talk right now. North American Fantasy ARCA Series, and I tell you, that was some good fun racing there. And I tell you, congratulations again, Abner Acosta on the double win. And boy, it was just some good racing all around. And for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we thank you once again. And just don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click that notification bell if you want to know when we're going to go live. And for all of us here, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.